the size of those things. They're enormous. Just gigantic. Why, those are the biggest turrets I've ever seen on a scope.
Action!
Hi. So as I'm sure a lot of you know, the lunatics are running the asylum. So what we're going to do here tonight is we're going to mix up our vocabulary and try and experiment and just see if we can circumvent the lunatics, or actually perhaps the wardens. So really this is just show and tell. So this is a new thunder stick that we just completed, and we thought that maybe you might want to see this because there's two of them here and they're both totally awesome. This is a 30 nozzler. It's built to shoot 210 grain burger freedom seeds, and it's just a totally awesome. It's right-handed. That is a Collis 5-25 optical device. Okay, and I just want you to see this. This is only going to be a 2-minute video, but wow, this has a. Let me think about this now. This has a Krieger 1-11-25 in it, number 19. This is 343 neck in this. That is a Huber 2-stage trigger, which we've talked about these before. You guys might want to see this. So you put your finger on it, you pull back 16 ounces, right? 16 ounces to a hard stop, and then you apply 16 more, and it goes off. And you talk about a clean trigger. Holy cow. Anyways, Macmillan A3. I think this is a McWoody. This is Duracoat. I can't remember what color that is. I might have it written down. It's aged bronze. Back bottom metal. This is my own escutcheon that I build to put in these to get that exactly right. I think that camera's too close. Anyways, Badger 6-screw rings. Like I said, Collis 5-25. What a nice one. Here's what's really cool about it. So you realize that the freedom seeds and the combustible material that is called propellant, it's in short supply. So we're conserving our freedom seeds and our propellant and our igniters. We're also conserving our igniters. So when we took this out to shoot it, when we took this thunder stick out to blast it, I launched one to get on the paper. Then I launched 2 more to make this. This is a two blast group, shots 2 and 3, and then I think we cleaned the gun. I'm not sure, but anyways, look at this. So that would be, I think that's either 4 and 5. Oh, it is. It's number 4 and 5. So, my God, 0.113. And then I quit because we didn't want to use up the limited amount of igniters and propellant and freedom seeds that we have. So we only think. Anyways, one whole group. Okay, so there's that. Now, this, here, let's trade these out. This, hold on. You gotta be careful with these things. You might beat them up. All right, so this, this is a 338 Lapua, 338 Lapua, 368 neck in it. This is a Bat HR. By the way, I don't think I told you. That's a solid bottom. This is a solid bottom. So they're single shots, all right? As you notice, that was a right hand. This is a left hand. This also has a jewel trigger in it. A Huber trigger in it. Same deal, 16 ounces. Then it breaks. Bat bottom metal. My own escutcheon. This, somewhere in another video, this is a ZCO 5-27 optical device. What should we call it? It's an optical magnifier, right? So it brings your Oh, well, it's not, it can't be a, it brings your image closer to you so that you can see better. Okay, this is a Macmillan A5 adjustable with the thumb wheel cheek piece, and it's also adjustable length of pull. Let me see something. I have this stuff written down. So this is Duracoat Tapco Dark Earth. This is a Bartland 1 in 10-3. One thing that I want to start pointing out, because we're doing this more and more now, is, and you might want to focus on me here. So you realize barrels come in different diameters, not just different contours. And a lot of factories are built on inch 200 at the breech. That's 1.200 at the breech. All right, most custom are inch 250. That's 1.250 at the breech. And we built a lot of guns on inch 250. And they all shot really good. And if they didn't, I pulled the barrels and redid it. Now, here was the interesting thing. In some of these bigger, I was noticing unexplained flyers. And I was happened to be talking to Frank Green at Bartland, and he said, go to bigger breech diameters. And since then, especially on these 338s or bigger, we have been running inch 300, inch 325, or inch 350. Now you realize the receiver is inch 350. So if you have inch 350 barrel, inch 350 receiver, they made up. In other words, it just looks like the receiver goes straight into the barrel. This one that I'm holding in my hand right here, and again, I don't know if she can focus, this is inch 300. And it gives you just a little bit of a lip right there, right? And the whole point of that is more shoulder to receiver contact. In other words, you have a larger diameter barrel, so you have more metal meeting up at the shoulder receiver junction. And I like it. I really do. I like it. It's kind of a pain in the butt because the barrels are all special order, and you're not just going to find inch 300, inch 325, inch 3 barrels, inch 350 barrels in stock anywhere. So you've got to order them, and we order our barrels anyways, what we want, the twists we want, everything. Someday I'll do a video on barrels. Barrels are a lot more complicated than people think. It's just not a hunk of steel with a hole in the middle of it. There's a lot more to it than that, especially to get really extreme accuracy out of your barrels. But anyways, that's not what this is about. We wanted to show our thunder sticks today so that some people could see these thunder sticks and think, oh my gosh, that's an amazing thunder stick. I might really want one of those. So anyways, this, by the way, too, this is something else. I will say this, and just briefly. So you realize this has a brake on it, right? And I don't even know if I can get that off of there. I will show that. If she can hold the camera still enough, I think you're too close. You tell me, where is that brake installed? And I'm being very serious right now. I do not know myself anymore. In other words, when a brake is installed properly, and the threads and the shoulder and everything is as close to perfection as you can possibly get, you should not be able to tell that it's not one piece of steel. In other words, it should just look like it's an integral part of the barrel. And I want to tell you something else. When you do it right, you don't get them back off. Once it goes on, and well, I mean, you get it back off with a 3-foot pipe wrench, maybe, if it doesn't gall. But that's sometimes an issue with customers. They're like, oh, I want a brake and I want they want one of these. They want something like this, that's a brake with a thread protector. Let me tell you something. In my opinion, this is rinky-dink. Okay? This is rinky-dink crap. This is not good machining. It's not even good practice. I cut these off of others, by the way. I cut these off of factories to recrown them and do it properly. But a brake, when it is installed properly, it should be like one piece of steel. And once it's on, it's on. It's not coming back off. And I've actually tried to get them off because I wanted to get it off and ended up destroying the whole dang thing to get it back off. So anyways, I don't have time to go into that right now. But again, I just wanted you to have a look at these. These are just amazing. By the way, this same fellow, there's another video somewhere. This is his second freedom stick. He's a freedom-loving individual, and he got a 7 mag, also left hand. And I think if you remember, we put a straight 10 Schmidt bender on it. made a really nice small, and that was the compromise, because originally he couldn't decide what he wanted. And there was no in between. And guys are like that a lot of times. It's like, oh, you know, I want a 338 Lapua to shoot a 300 grain Freedom pill at 3,000 feet a second. Oh, and I want it to weigh 6.5 pounds. No, it's not going to weigh 6.5 pounds, okay? And if it did, you couldn't shoot it. So what a lot of these guys have been doing is they get two Thunder Blasters, right? Two Thunder Blasters. So he got a lightweight 7 mag to shoot 180 Freedom pills, and he got, actually weighs 50, I should actually say this. Guys are always asking me, what does this weigh? Well, with this big giant scope, this is 36 millimeter rings, solid bottom receiver, adjustable A5, this is 15.5 pounds. 15.5 pounds is what this weighs right here. And the interesting thing is, it's balanced so well. I mean, I'd hunt with, oh wait, no, I would go on backwoods sightseeing trips with this Thunder Blaster. Absolutely, in case I needed to make a lot of noise and scare dangerous critters away. I mean, I would definitely, I'd have no problem carrying this along. Anyways, I just wanted you to see it. Once again, we're being foolish, but we're trying an experiment. Okay, thanks a lot. See you next time.